Thank you, Nidhi. Good afternoon to you all. And after an interesting panel discussion on sustainability in packaging, one of the points which follows is in terms of what are the new packaging materials which one can come up with. And since majority of the packaging materials are based on polymers or papers, paper is also kind of a natural polymer deriving out of cellulose. It is an opportunity for technical experts to explore these, and we have three top technical experts who have packaging in terms of their expertise and the materials which are used for the packaging. So I'm really happy to be conducting this particular panel discussion session, and we will try.
From HMEL, we'll have two presenters. I'll cover some simpler part I'll cover, and I'll leave a difficult part to my colleague, Mr. Vineet Gupta, to cover. And I'll just build the context by taking inspiration from nature, the real wisdom for packaging, just like anything else, even in the field of packaging, the real wisdom comes in nature if we just look around. So what inspiration man has been taking from the nature around us, and the innovation of polyolefins that changed the landscape for the packaging around the world. Before my colleague takes on to the opportunity that is there in the Indian context in building flexible packaging landscape, and briefly on what little at HMEL we are trying to do in the field of providing the advanced polyolefins for the packaging industry.
But now, what is happening? Now the game is changing. Earlier we were talking about the polyolefins. Now everybody requires advanced material like metallocene LLDP, which deliver better sealability, down gauging opportunities, better puncture resistance. So the game is changing. And packaging diversity, if we are talking about the diversity of the packaging, it is reflected in our daily life with the kind of packaging which we use, whether it is beverage, medical, daily essential, or the smart packaging. And India is a smart, and if you see the first picture, tea in a bag. So India is smart enough to innovate and afford to use the innovation to create the affordable packaging. And this diversity, packaging diversity, brings both opportunity as well as challenge to innovation, for the much larger innovation in the field of this packaging. So who is driving this growth? Uh, uh, Expanding middle class, digital economy, food security, the focus of the food reduction, food waste reduction, and use of plastic in agriculture. All these are the mega trends.
As an industry, we all have a role to play. Year on year, we all come here, we talk about innovation, technology, this, that. But here's our opportunity to shape the future of consumer safety by not just talking about innovation in packaging, but by also creating awareness, by also educating consumers on informed food purchasing choices. So what do I mean when I say informed food purchasing choices? Like I said before, every time that when we talk about food, when we think about food, we just focus on taste, nutrition, and shelf life. But don't you think informed food choices should also include something as basic as safe and hygienic groceries? And this understanding led us to create the Pack the Trust campaign. It's a campaign designed, it's a platform designed to educate consumers and to foster these meaningful conversations across the food and packaging value chain. Because every time a food product reaches us reliably and safely in our homes, there is something which is silently working to protect it from the time it is produced until it reaches our home. And that superhero is packaging. And that's exactly where the conversation needs to start from. Why packaging matters, the role it plays in contributing greater consumer confidence, and how industry collaborations can help to strengthen this trust across the value chains. This is the intent. And it's not that we have not been talking about all of this in the past. We are far ahead when it comes to innovation in packaging, in designing films for packaging. But what about that 70% which is still not packed? And that should be our fundamental question before we even start talking about innovation in packaging. Isn't it? Because today,